Okay, if you watched my previous video called Let's Talk About Motocross, first of all, you missed out because it's a really good video. I recommend y'all go check it out. But we talked about something in there, and I did say that one day I would make a video about it. And today's that day, the day after. So, I wanted to come on here and talk about it. Y'all read the title. It's called The Problem with Supercross. Now, that title would be self-explanatory, except for the fact that you don't really know what that means. Well, I'm about to explain it right here. I'm not talking about the racing itself. Like, the racing was good in 2021, 2022, and throughout. The racing's been good. Like, it's been the same feeling you get. I still get that same feeling with the gates drop, like, oh, what the hell is going to happen here? All that. Now, disclaimer here. I'm not bashing on Feld. Like, I'm not. I'm just calling out the facts here, and the fact is, what in the hell is going on with the Instagram account? I'm talking about Supercross Live's Instagram. Now, you heard me talk about it in my previous video, Let's Talk About Motocross. But I want to go more in depth in it. I want to make a separate video about it. Because yes, we do have an issue here. We do. So, I just want to say, I mentioned it again. They are turning Supercross, and this isn't just the Instagram that the problem is. The problem is the advertising too. Yeah, I understand this is more of an entertainment event than pro motocross is. I understand that. But excuse me. What keep this sport like stop trying to what we're all doing, what we're all seeing here. We saw it during the last round of Supercross in May for Salt Lake City, and we're seeing it all throughout this outdoor season. They're pandering. They are, this Instagram account for Supercross Live is pandering to a lot of the new fans. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Like, the segment where they have Pick Your Brain, that's actually a cool little segment they have there. Because we always wonder that stuff. Like, who's the hardest rider to pass, who you look up to, all of that. Like, I'm fine with that. But what the hell is going on with the other stuff? They're putting up random highlights. Basically, if you follow Major League Baseball on Instagram and all that stuff, then it's basically the same thing. And personally, not a fan of it. Not a fan of it. Maybe there's somebody here who is a fan of it, and cool for you. Personally, I'm not a fan of it, because what they are turning into here, what Supercross is turning into, for me, is a goddamn entertainment. Like, it's turning into Monster Jam. Monster Jam, we all know, yeah, there's a point system, but really, it's a show. It's an entertainment show. Like, I've never heard of anyone following Monster Jam, the points championship, like closely. Like, yeah, maybe one person, and that one person might know who he is. But yeah, other than that, like, other than if you're a young family just looking for something to do, you're not gonna look at like the core fans of Supercross. Me, all the industry people, we follow the championship. Like, we want to see a champion get crowned. And the way that everyone is, or the way that the Supercross Live Instagram is portraying this sport, it's an entertainment event. It's a show, basically. And it is a show. It is a show. Like, I feel like opening ceremonies, only the opening ceremonies, which it's very cool. Very cool. I look forward to the opening ceremonies. I love, like, most of the songs that I listen to on a daily basis come from opening ceremony. But I feel like that only exists for entertainment values. That's just my opinion. But back to my main point here, the Instagram here. for Supercross Live. You go on there. I want to say since Hangtown, I've been seeing this. I understand a lot of people are gonna give me crap in the comments. I guarantee you, saying, "Well, it's not Supercross season." That's fine. That's fine. Hey, let me just say. I'm sure baseball still does it, but pro motocross. During the off season for pro motocross last year, I didn't see all this. I just saw schedule updates, which honestly, here's the dynamic of this, and this is where I give them a little bit of a slide here. Let me see. I lost. Oh yeah, this is why I give them a little bit of a slide here. Supercross, it's what people use to get into the sport. Like, that's how I got into motocross. Well, I got into motocross because I went to the desert all the time. So my family was a big desert family, and we rode quads and razors and all that stuff. Rhino, we call them rhinos back in the day. I don't think they call them rhinos anymore. But you know what? I went to the desert like every year, maybe twice a year. So I grew up around that stuff. And then Supercross, my dad started watching Supercross, I believe, in 07. And then by 09, I started watching a little bit. But then by 2012, I was watching every single race and all that. So yeah, been a fan since at least 2012, 2010, around there. But yeah, and then it wasn't until recently that I started watching pro motocross. So yeah, I got into the sport because for years I only watched Supercross. I didn't even know what pro motocross was. Like, I didn't even learn about pro motocross till I think 2016, 2017. So yeah, I was a little late to the party, but now I'm both sports. I'm both series. And I'm gonna be World Supercross when that gets big here, which World Supercross is gonna get big here in a few years. I'm about to lose the Louise in this race, but yeah, pro motocross is gonna get big here in a few years. But yeah, now I'm mostly pro motocross because that's the core fans. I'm a core person, like Josh Cartwright. People who just watch the sport for fun probably don't know who Josh Cartwright is. My point is here, Supercross Live's Instagram is panning. Like, I'm not sure. I think they're sitting at 1 million that account is sitting at 1 million followers. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that though. I'm sure out of the 1 million followers, only 1,000 people care about what our favorite riders are up to off the track. That's just what I think. Like, I don't care. Like, I know, like most of the time, I know what Chase Sexton's doing off the track. I know what Malcolm Stewart's doing off the track. Malcolm Stewart, he's really good at fishing. I know that. I've known that for years. But like, the casual people aren't gonna know that. Which, okay, cool. But all the casual people need to do is go follow Malcolm Stewart, go follow Chase Sexton, go follow Joe Shimoda, all these guys, and they'll find out what they do. Supercross Live, I think Supercross Live with those, oh, here's what your favorite riders do off the track. I think they forget that, hey, people who follow your page most likely follow all the riders too. So yeah, it's just a minor annoyance to me, and I just don't get it. And yeah, and you know what? The Lawrence brothers, they're... By the way, I guess I'm going on a little of a tangent here. This could kind of become a podcast type thing here too. If you haven't already, go watch I think is it called Are the Lawrence Brothers Overhyped? The Lawrence Bros Exposed? Something like that. It's the latest episode of the Flight Plan series, which... That's the first episode I watched. I'm hooked on that series now, and there was a comment on one of the videos saying, make this a Netflix series. I totally agree. That video, though, Are the Lawrence Brothers Overhyped video, that is amazing. That is an awesome video. Darren Lawrence, the Jet brothers' dad, or the Lawrence brothers' dad, He is hilarious. He gives multiple middle fingers. He even says, and excuse my language here, but I think he quotes and says, let me see. All these dickheads saying Jet doesn't have any titles. Well, guess what? Now he has 2. Just little stuff like that. And then Hunter, remember Hunter Lawrence cased that big, stupid, dumbass. Remember when they did that like 90-foot triple? By the way, that too. That triple in Atlanta that everyone died on press day, and then they had to shorten it. That was only done for the shock factor. I can guarantee you. They're even like Feld is even going to the point here. A little bit more of a tangent, but I don't care. Feld is even getting to the point now where they're making these tracks so dangerous, and they're only doing it for the shock value. And yes, Atlanta was the only time I've seen this. I'm sure it's happened before. They only did that for the shock value to get more eyes on the sport. And you know what? Jason Anderson, I watched the press conferences for Atlanta, and for Atlanta damn, I just went down. But yeah, for Atlanta Supercross, I watched the press conferences for that, and Jason Anderson said straight up, I know they want to have the shock value and bring more fans in the sport, but put our health and safety first. I agree with him right there. Yeah, you cannot be putting these riders at risk to get more eyes on the sport. That's just the stupidest thing. Anyway, as I was saying with Hunter, when he died on that triple, that stupid dumbass 90-foot triple or whatever it was, he said, "Wet Atlanta, it's gonna turn to Hot Atlanta," and it was Case Atlanta yesterday, because if you remember, he cased the crap out of that jump and died off of it. And he said, "Yeah, I'm the triple expert, so listen to me." Something like that. Just little stuff like that in that whole documentary. And then the fact that they blacked out Lucas Myrtle's Dodger logo on his hat, that was just the funniest thing to me. Yeah, just little comments like that from his dad, from Jet. Oh, and Jet, in the little interviews that they did, he even looked back at his logo and said, "I don't see a Hunter Lawrence logo here. Where's Hunter Lawrence's logo?" Just little stuff like that. Those the Hunter brothers, as Todd Harris likes to call them, that's just funny right there. They are what we need in the sport. They are not pandering to people, and you know what? That's actually how they are in real life, because I met them. I met them at Millville, as you know, and that's how Jet is in real life. Jet is so polite. Came up, shook our hands, my family's hands. Like, that kid is so cool. Hunter too. Hunter's a little more chill. Like, how they are on camera is how they are in real life. Like, and then Lucas is so cool too. He was nice enough to give me his number, so. He was nice enough to give me his number, so like after I watched that video, I texted him just saying, "Hey, that was such a cool video. Hope the boys are okay. Can't wait for you." Stuff like that, and he replied within 5 minutes. So I you know what? Before I met him, I was like last year, I was kind of like, why are these boys so popular? They're cool and they're funny and they're quirky, but I don't understand. After meeting them, all 3 of them. They're really cool. Max Volan's much more chill than he is. And that's another thing. I want to talk about. If you're a person watching this video who doesn't know a lot about Supercross, or just doesn't get it, which I know there's going to be people here watching this, and you know, my thumbnail or my title of this video probably got your attention. Let me say something here. I think Max Volan for sure. I'm not. Maybe the Lawrence brothers run their own. There's a lot more guys than you realize that don't run their social media. And in fact, I asked someone on Twitter, or I asked people on Twitter, so do you think these guys are forced to put up, because once again, as far as I'm slowly moving out of the casual fan territory. Like, for a long time, I was a casual fan, just going to Supercross races, just going there for a good time, you know. But in recent years, especially since I want to say 2018, I want to say since about 2020, I've started to move into the analyst side of it. My Twitter is very professional. Yeah, I'd say some stupid things on there, but my Twitter is pretty professional now. Like at least I think it's professional. You might not think so if you look at it. But yeah, I'm starting to move into that analyst side. But hey, I'm not the smartest person in the industry, okay? I'm far from the smartest person in the industry. So I have to ask questions too sometimes to higher up people in the industry. So I asked this on Twitter. I said, hey, are these guys I feel like these guys are forced to have an Instagram and post daily race updates. Like, Eli is the only one who doesn't do this, but most guys, I want to say about 90% of the dudes put up an update. Like for instance, let me see. Ken Roxon, at least, or Barsha, or the Hep Suzuki guy, they put up updates every single race. Like, whether it's a bad race, whether it's a good race, you see an update from them. And it says the same stupid things, like, oh, like, I got 7th this weekend and it was not my best ride. Or if, like, they win, they say, oh, great weekend here, like, bike was on it. And they always blame the bike. Cooper Webb is, like, the only guy who doesn't blame the bike for his bad races. Like, Cooper Webb looks at himself. But yeah, I asked that. I said, yeah, I feel like these guys are forced to do that. And you know what? I got of course they are. So yeah, and Max Volan is one of those. Like, I'm sure that kid wants to stay as far away from social media as he can. But hey, he's on a factory team, and oh god, I lost my. And he's forced to. Cooper Webb, I'm sure he doesn't want to, but he's forced to. Like, do you really think Cooper Webb runs his own social media? And do you really think Malcolm Stewart's another one? Do you really think he does? Chase Sexton, probably he does not. He probably doesn't. Jason Anderson, I believe, does, because oh, I don't know what happened there. Jason Anderson, Barsha for sure doesn't run his. So yeah, a lot of these guys, 90% of the guys who have social media, which pretty much everyone has social media now, they don't run their shit. Let's be real. Sorry for my language, but they don't run their shit. They don't. That's pretty obvious. Tomac for sure does not run his. Maybe they have, like, I'm sure their agents run it. Like, I'm sure Lucas Myrtle or Talon Volan, which is Max Volan's dad, who used to race in the late 90s, which Talon's a really cool dude too. I'm sure he runs his Max's shit. Like, there's just so. I'm just calling out people here. I didn't mean to bash anyone. I'm sorry if I bashed anyone. I just need to speak the truth here. And yeah, let's finish out this race though. But yeah, I enjoy doing these talking videos too. Like, they're kind of podcasty to me. Like, this is the closest thing to a podcast. I know Spencer Turley does these kind of videos and Kellen does these kind of videos, but they're like cut up and such. But they're all raw. Like I sat here for 50 minutes and talked about random stuff. And as far as I know, that video is getting a lot of good attention here. But yeah, if you guys want me to keep doing these kind of videos just whenever, just let me know down in the comments below, and we can just talk about random stuff. If you have a certain topic you want me to talk about, leave it down in the comments below. Like I said, I enjoy doing these videos. Yeah, share this with your friends here. And we have 2 laps to go. So yeah, that's oh no! I did not just get pushed off the track. By Carlin Gardner of all people. By Carlin Gardner of all people. What a dick. Anyway, final lap here. We're gonna try to hold off Cooper Webb. But yeah, these gameplays are basically just background. Like, I don't care what I get in it. These are just something so you guys aren't just looking at a black screen. Yeah. We're gonna try to get around Cooper Webb here. Try to get a top 5 at least. We were leading this race for a while, but lost some spots. Oh, almost jumped off track. Okay, here's my rhythm right here. Can we get it? Nope, we didn't get it, but we got around Cooper Webb there. Oh, can we beat him? Yeah, we got 5th. Alright, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a lot. Let me get past the commentary here. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. More videos like this coming out. Whenever there's a big topic that I have to talk about, I'll just do a full-on video like this. Just do a race and talk about it. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If there's a specific topic you want me to talk about, or a specific race you want me to do, oh, let me know in the comments below, and I'll definitely get to it. Sorry, I have the hiccups. Yeah, said you guys are on your way, and yeah, have a good day. I'm gonna go watch Loretta's now. Bye bye.